Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Driana and I'm here to show you how I get ready for a typical work day. I'm going to include some tips and tricks in here and some products that I've really been enjoying and that I've been using for years now at this point. And continue to keep watching to see how I get my makeup look and how I do my makeup, and I hope you like what you see. What I use for primer is Maybelline Master Prime Primer and Base Blur and Redness Control. This is something that I have been using for years and something that is lightweight, doesn't break me out, it fills in my pores, so when I do put on foundation you can't see my pores on my nose or on my cheeks or anything like that. So I'm just going to put a little pea-sized amount on my finger. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using two foundations right now just because I'm running out of one and I haven't been able to make it to the store yet. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation. This has sunscreen in it and it's light to medium coverage. As you can see, it says normal to dry skin, and I'm in the shade Classic Ivory. So I've actually been using this for years and I continue to purchase it. I try things out all the time, but I always end up going back to this. So I use that. And then I'm also gonna blend in the Revlon Color Stay 24-hour wear in the shade Natural Beige. And this is something that is more full coverage than the Dewy and Smooth, but I don't like to wear this on its own because it can be very drying. Even though it does say normal to dry skin types. Be sure to always shake your foundations. Colors separate, you know, it's pigment, so shake those up. I'm just gonna pour whatever I have left on the back of my hand, and I'm going to also use like a pump of this in there to make my own little concoction. And I'm gonna mix this around with my finger, and I'm just gonna disperse it on my face first with my finger, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender. That way I can have the most coverage possible. So I'm just gonna move that around. I know it looks like a lot and like I'm painting it on, but the beauty blender really soaks up the excess amount of product, so don't worry. And I look crazy. Like I look like I just like put a mask on. But just watch how it blends out, trust me. So I start with the outer perimeters of my face and then I work in. So I'm just bouncing my damp beauty blender in. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my concealer. I've been using this for a while. I need to get more. I love it so much and it's so affordable, it's insane. But I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I love this stuff. I'm in the shade Light 14, but I'm gonna put this on like the dark parts of my under eye. And I'm gonna just kind of like let that sit for a minute and kind of let that marinate because I feel that when you let it sit for a little bit, it kind of dries down a little and you can get more coverage. So if you have the time, sit for a little while. All right, that's been enough time. I am impatient. So I'm gonna get my setting powder ready so I can set that right away, so the least amount of creasing can happen as possible, because I hate that. And I'm gonna take my beauty blender again. I'm going to pull up a mirror so I can see even more close. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend it very lightly so I can still keep the coverage and look up. So I'm gonna tilt my mirror up like this and look up and blend. That way I'm not looking down, so I'm not blending into the creases. I'm trying to prevent the creasing from happening. So I look crazy, I'm aware, thank you for letting me know. But I set my whole entire face with translucent powder, and I take a powder brush and I just dust it away, and it sets my whole entire face. Not really breathing a whole lot right now because I'm gonna be inhaling a lot of powder, so. So I basically set my whole face. The powder that I use is the original No Color RCMA translucent powder. And I've had this for like a year. Lid is like this, but what I do is I take the cap off and I take my brush, my tapered brush from Crown Brush. It's the C450. It's tapered and kind of dense, and I just dab this in here, shake off the excess, and set what I need. And then I will drag the rest of that down, drag the rest of that powder down, and I will take my powder brush from Wet n Wild. It has been through it, honey. It has been through it. I got this from Walgreens, and I just dust whatever I need. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just go over all of my face just to push that powder in more. Now I'm gonna bronze. I'm gonna take the Stila Stay All Day Body and Face Bronzer in the shade Medium, and I have hit pan on this. It's embarrassing. It's honestly embarrassing. But I love this bronzer. I'm taking my Too Faced powder brush. I got this in a kit, I believe, a really long time ago. And I'm just gonna swirl that in. Start on the top of my cheekbones, go in circular motions, and work my way to about here. I don't like to go too far down because it will make your face look longer. So I'm going to start and work my way down in circular motions. Up to my forehead, and I'm just kind of stamping this part in at this point. All right, it looks good to me. Last but not least, I'm just gonna hit my nose with the bronzer just so that it kind of blends in with the rest of my face. And I'm gonna take a little bit down the middle of my neck, so right here. I know it's kind of weird, but I just kind of hit the middle. I don't really hit the sides. Now I'm gonna go in with my blush, and I'm taking my Eco Tools angled blush brush. It kind of like goes up like right here to like a taper a little bit, and it's so soft. I got this from TJ Maxx. And I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia blush trio in the shade Peachy Love. And I take all three of them because I love blush. I love blush. And I'm gonna take this and just stamp it in all of them. And I put this like where I put my highlighter, essentially. I put it like right at the top of my cheekbones to kind of give me more of like that lifted look. I take the tapered side and I place that on the apples of my cheeks, and I work my way up. Like, look at the difference. Love it. I love it. So that's the face, and then I'm gonna do highlighter. I'm gonna take my Shattered Devastating Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop. It's so, I can't even show you because it's so sad, and it will also spill everywhere. But I shattered this bad like a year ago, so I can't lift it up and show you, but this is what the lid looks like. Champagne Pop is like a gold highlighter. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm taking my Ego Tools fan brush, and I'm just gonna stamp this in here. It is pretty. I love it. And then last but not least, for the face, I'm gonna set it and forget it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is oil-free and paraben-free, which is awesome. Then while that dries, I've been setting my eyebrows recently, and not with brow gel. It's by John Frieda. It's a full repair touch-up flyaway tamer. So I use that on my eyebrows. I don't fill my eyebrows in. They're already very bushy and full. Just like work this through and push them up. My eyebrows grow straight up in the front, and then they go down. So I just kind of brush them all up to kind of match with the front. I need a mirror because I can't see. That's it. So it kind of gives them like a more fuller look, I guess. I don't know, but I like it. Now I'm gonna do my mascara. I always use an eyelash curler, even if I don't wear mascara for the day. Like say if I'm like going to the gym or I don't feel like putting on mascara, I will use eyelash curler anyway to make my lashes look lifted and long. So I use the Tweezerman eyelash curler, and I just pump that a few times. Luminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal in black. It is so good. I bought my mom one too. So that's the mascara done. I think it makes your lashes look so nice and full and long. I always end up getting mascara on my eyelid at some point. So what I do with that is I actually let it dry for a little bit. Like I got some on my lid there, not on that one, but on there. And I just let it dry for just like a few seconds, like a minute, whatever. And I take a dry Q-tip and I just wipe it away. So you'll see me doing that. I'm gonna let it dry for now. And then I'm gonna do a lip. So I got this as a gift from my best friend ever. She knows that I'm obsessed with Jeffree Star. Me and her love Jeffree Star. Shout out to Sophia. And we're huge fans. So she bought me this for Christmas, and it's in the shade Christmas Cookie. And it is so good, so comfortable, stays on for so long. Like I need more shades of this. Like it's amazing. It's a velour liquid lip, and it doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like a lipstick. And here is the applicator. So it kind of like goes, like dips down and hugs your lip. So it's really, really cool. I love it. I'm gonna grab a mirror and try to show you guys how I apply it. And with this too, you really don't even need a lip liner, which is awesome. Even though I don't mind like using a lip liner, it's still nice. Like if you don't have one on hand, you don't need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply. that whole entire time, I did not dip in a second time. That was with one dip. Oh, Jeffree Star is killing the game. He always does. I don't know how, but he does it. And this is the lip color. It's so stunning. Like, it's so gorgeous. I almost forgot. I need to take the mascara off my eyelids. I almost forgot doing that. So this is what I do. I take a Q-tip and I go on top of my eye and just dust the black off. And it comes right off. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me. Stay tuned for other fun videos coming up. I have a lot of good ideas and goals that I want for this channel, not only to help you guys, but also to express my hobby and my passion for makeup on a platform and help people either learn about makeup or learn different tips and tricks and figure out which ones to purchase and which ones to not purchase. So I want to be there to help. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the future. But other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.